No Game, No Life was released over 10 years ago, and there hasn't been a single episode since. It would be a miracle at this point if they made another season, and I really want one, so I just decided I'll go ahead and read the light novels. I figured not everyone's going to want to read the light novels, so here's what happens after the anime ends. So Volume 4 starts with Sora in all his 18-year-old virgin glory wanting to do something with a tablet and a box of tissues. I'm sure if he had a sock that would have been better, but I guess I'll leave it to you guys' imagination here. Anyway, he's interrupted by his sister Shiro, Jabril, the Flugel angel girl, and Izuna, the Werebeast girl who the siblings defeated before at the end of the anime. Things could have gotten a little bit more awkward, but before things could, Sora notices something hiding in the shadow of the room. Jabril uses her powers, lights up the room, and reveals Plum, a Dhampir. Dhampirs are a race which need to suck out souls to survive, basically vampires. The siblings wonder how these Ixies, which are ranked number 12 out of the Ixie races, could possibly survive. I mean, if you think about it, the 10 laws that the god Tet set up are basically don't do bodily injury to anybody, no war, and no plunder, I guess without, having a game first. Plum, who is right dead near death, asks for help. She starts by begging someone to give their soul to her, which is basically sucking their blood. But that would end up really bad because I guess it poisons the person and causes issues, vampire stuff. Jabril, in her true merciless fashion, verbally abuses Plum and then provides a better explanation on the situation. The Dhampir can suck souls either through blood or other bodily fluids. One particular bodily fluid, which should not be named because I'd probably get banned, is the most nutritious. Sora doesn't hesitate and happily volunteers to be of service because, come on, 18-year-old virgin. But before he could do anything and provide his assistance, Shiro interrupts and suggests maybe they could use saliva to save the girl's life. Jabril agrees and says actually that would work, and before Sora can take any action, Shiro decides to stand up and walk over towards Plum, him being towards her face. Sora does not like that and stops her because that's his sister. I mean, Sora thinks to himself, perhaps this is a whole lot more wholesome than what he planned to do, but it's still wrong because that's his sister. He says that Jabril should do it, but Jabril, being part of the Flugel, which is Exceed Grace 7, pretty much says that it's a waste of time sparing a lower life form. And her saliva is so much better, I guess. Shiro kinda hesitates and proceeds to bring her face closer to Plum's again, with Sora shouts out another alternative. Sweat! Then, if things aren't already weird enough, Shiro decides to take some more initiative and takes off her socks and commands Plum to crawl towards her and lick her foot. After Plum gains back some of her energy, and yeah, I skipped the scene because I'm really not trying to get banned, Plum ends up asking Shiro and Sora for help with saving her race. Sora basically says, no, I'm not helping you. The chapter then cuts to the Shrine Maiden of the Werebeast standing over a bridge overlooking a pond. She starts thinking about humanity and the Werebeast united and how difficult it was to bring her tribes together to form a nation. She doesn't really think this whole thing will work out, but she kind of wants to see where it goes. She also says that she had plans before, but she also wants to keep watching Sora and Shiro to see if they can really do what they say they can. That's basically, fighting Tet, the god. If you want the next chapter, make sure to subscribe and like this video. And if I did make another chapter, there will be a link on the screen right here so you can get to it easy.